That was impressive. You can never count him out. And I think that's what the fans wanted. The fans want to see the Colon-Ramos rematch with all the antics kind of built around it, and they want to see that match again.
And, you know, we talk about the rivalry between Cologne, you know, Cologne and the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. If he ends up being the guy to meet Ramos in the best-of-3 championship series, you got to think that that's going to fire Cologne up with that big win over McDonough.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're underway here. 75 kilograms in the women's division. Iris Smith, Army Wrestling Club. Victoria Francis, Titan Mercury. Francis in the blue, Iris Smith in the red. And, you know, it's tough to wrestle after a bout like that.
Oh, wow.
You know, McDonough and Cologne, what a show. You come out and, you know, as you're getting ready to wrestle, they probably thought, you know what, we're going to be on the mat because there's going to be a tech fall for McDonough. Yeah. And that crazy sequence in the second period happens. As you said, it was really tight. And you pointed out that score for Cologne bought him some breathing room.
Call me silly, but Cologne, he took off his headgear, threw it to the side, and it was a new person. It was like he switched modes. He took his headgear, he's like, I'm a new Joe Cologne out here, and he switched the pace of stuff really quick on McDonough. And McDonough, he stopped throwing that left side headlock where he had success early as Cologne kept getting back to those double underhooks. What a match. That was crazy.
Here at 75 kilograms, Victoria Francis, she was third in the U.S. Open. Iris Smith, she was fourth. Colorado Springs, Colorado for Iris Smith. Litchfield, Illinois for Victoria Francis. These are the 2 and 3 seeds in the challenge tournament. U.S. Open champion Alan Gray sits in the best-of-3 championship series.
For 4 points. We have a winner by a technical fall on mat 2.
And we'll see. Jackie Cataline victorious on mat 2. She's into the challenge final here at 75 kilograms. Iris Smith, Victoria Francis on our mat, looking for that challenge tournament final berth. And there, takedown by Francis. Knee goes down before the step out. She leads Iris Smith 2-0.
From the Minnesota Storm, wearing the red singlet, Dustin Slater, his opponent from Titan Mercury. Wearing the blue, Derek St. John at number 2. On mat 3 from King University, wearing
here, Iris Smith working a 2-on-1 on Francis's right side.
Oklahoma City Regional Training Center, Rachel.
We're down to 18 seconds to go in our opening period. Now Smith in on a single leg, snatch single, pulls it up, takes Francis out of bounds. That's a step out point. Francis rewarded 1 for her efforts. We're going to go to the break. Victoria Francis leads Iris Smith 2-1.
And over on mat 2, you got Dustin Slater and Derek St. John in the semifinals there. And Slater's got a leg lace locked up, and he is rolling up St. John, and he's going to get the tech fall there. Wow, huge win. And that was 36 seconds over on mat 2. My mistake, I said mat 1. Mat 1's where we're at, but 36 seconds nonetheless into that first period. Schlater gets the 10-0 tech fall over St. John.
And remember, that's the interesting situation where there is no Nick Marable sitting in the best-of-3 series. Schlater on to the best-of-3 series. He awaits the winner of LaValle and James Green. And James Green LaValle is our next bout up here on Mat 1. Victoria Francis leading right now 2-1 over Iris Smith. She's looking for her place in the 75-kilogram challenge tournament final.
Some tough hand fighting going on here between Smith and Francis.
As you say that, Francis trying to pull down to a front head. Smith holds her position and goes back to the 2-on-1 on Francis's right side. Both athletes encouraged for some action here. Surprised we haven't seen any calls for passivity.
Yeah.
You know what?
Some little slaps to the leg there for Francis, but if you're Smith, you got to get going here.
And as I say that, the official does look for confirmation on blue. I believe he got it from the chair. That will be our first warning. Another one, Francis will go on the shot clock.
Underhook on that right side for Francis, and now she fires off a shot here. But if you're Smith, you got to get something going here. You got to pick up your hand fight or something, really get something going to get a score here. You're down with a minute left in the second period.
And even that shot clock point, that's not going to do her any good. She's still going to trail on criteria.
And now she has an overhook and kind of pummels out of that. Some really heavy hand fighting, but like we're saying, you got to get a leg attack here soon.
And when they have committed to the leg attacks, both of them have got there. And, you know, she did that snatch single to the near side. Francis leading the right leg. And there it is. She didn't quite commit to it. She didn't get there with the right hand. She was there behind the knee with the left. Didn't quite get there with the right.
Both these girls really almost just a hand fight where they're standing up, not really knees bent. You know, they got to lower their level and blast through here with 20 seconds left. Iris Smith has got to get something going here. And Francis doing a really good job, though, on her behalf of really hand fighting, staying her head in the box, and making it tough for Smith, as I'm urging her to get an attack going. On the other side, Francis doing a really good job. And there's the attack, and she gets through her last second takedown on the edge, and we'll see if that's confirmed. And it is, and that'll be a last second takedown for Iris Smith. Never count her out, as she goes last second, gets in on a shot, and finishes on the edge, and she'll get the W 3-2. Wow.
And
great finish.
We talked about committing to the leg attack. She committed to that snatch single on that near side.